Hello. Sorry for the slow start. How's it all going? Why that doesn't make any sense. Hi chat. Welcome to another stream. Why don't we just do the normal intro? How are y'all doing today? It is Friday, April 18th of 2025, and we are back for another stream. Sorry I was a little slow. I had to fix production. I technically broke it, but it's really not my fault. But I'll show you that in a sec. But how are y'all doing today? The plan for today is I have been working on a little prototype which automatically types code. It sounds impossible, but it's actually kind of working, which is weird. But we're gonna try and make it into its own separate little project instead of a little hacky script that I've thrown together. Write some tests for it and hopefully put it on PyPI. At least that's the plan, and run it a bunch on Sentry and see what breaks, and hopefully things go well. Oh, I see we're already dropping frames today, and stupid ass internet. That bodes well for the rest of the stream, but you know, what are we gonna do? But yeah, let me say hi to everyone who's here. Camilos was first. Hello, hello. Strange Sorcerer is also here. S1 Cube, how you doing? I wish you the best of luck with demonic buggy MyPy. Yeah. We're gonna be using DMyPy today, which is kind of the smarts of this project. And it is kind of shit, but also okay, I guess, ish, a little bit. Kinslayer, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. That's a cute little emote. DMyPy more like DumbMyPy. Ayo. I mean, kind of true. That's what Cube's got a 7-stream streak. Damn, nice. Swordchild, hello, hello. How you doing? Kinslayer, welcome to the stream. Wow, that's a brr emote. I like that. I like that. Schwarzschild says, has anyone used Python 2 on a Mac with an Apple chip? I have to use Python 2. Oh god, you poor soul. I found that recent silicon is not even supported for Python 2. Yeah, Python 2 predates the M1 chips by several years, and so I don't think it actually compiles on M1. But you can run the Intel version. But good luck getting that working. Good luck getting that one working. Camillus says you look happy today. Ah, well, I've put on a face then. Self-deprecating humor. Haha. Okay, so let me show you what went wrong in prod, and then oh, actually, hold on a sec. I put this on a tab that doesn't matter if I accidentally show it on stream. So. Oops, yeah, speaking of accidentally showing it on stream, yeah, run club, SFO run club, that's fine. This is the patch that broke. The patch actually looks pretty fine. Like, basically, I need to enable this setting, otherwise DMyPy doesn't work, local partial types. DMyPy uses a different parsing and validation mode than normal MyPy, and it forces this setting to true, and so if you don't have this setting on, you're gonna have errors in DMyPy, but not errors elsewhere. So this just makes it normalized. And a lot of this is just like finding things that are just assigned to none and either inlining them, like the constants were sort of useless. Like this is always none. Like why the fuck would you make a constant for that? Just use none. Or things at the module scope that were globals needed annotations. So I had to add some annotations here. Lazy init. Late init. That's what it's called. Late init things need to be annotated. So like normal MyPy knows that this isn't necessarily going to be none forever, and allows the type to be refined later on. But DMyPy doesn't know that, and so you have to forcibly annotate these. A lot of these I tried to move to be inside the constructor because they don't really need to be class variables. Class variables is just people being lazy and not doing the self-assignments. This one is a special case though because sometimes it gets assigned through double internet and sometimes it gets assigned by subclasses, which is really fucking annoying. Inheritance considered anti-pattern, blah blah blah. Some of these are just always none, and so you have to make these silly annotations like this. I would really prefer that MyPy or DMyPy and this local partial types will just assume this, but they went the other way. I guess that's fine. Yeah, more annotations here for constants. Found some stuff that was dead, which is great. These are just more of the like sort of I really dislike this constants file. This just makes it really hard to find anything. Also, this is just like a grab bag of random fucking garbage. Like, why is scrape JavaScript I don't want to know what the fuck does this do? Oh god, am I gonna be sad about another thing? What the fuck is scrape JavaScript? Sentry scrape JavaScript. Scrape JavaScript. What does this mean? What does it mean? I don't really see it being used beyond just showing results here. Update option. Changed options. It looks like it gets serialized into the output. Allows scraping org level. This is probably what we want. Allow scraping org level. Oh god, what is this doing? Git scraping config. This just sounds sketchy as fuck. No references in this file? Okay. Oh, and I forgot to open up my dashboard. I'm not logged into my dashboard. Because we have to say hi to Leexploit. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my work stream. Oh, this is, oh, I know what this is. This is Symbolicator pulling down, it's a really shitty name for this. It's Symbolicator pulling down source maps. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Anyway. But one of the, oh, and globals. This is a global. I just converted it to cache because it's easier. Makes the code simpler too. This is the one that broke. Google Cloud Storage, which has a bunch of class attributes and then this like way too clever pattern of somebody doing like hasatter setatter to just take in star quarks. Problem with this is, well, actually, let me see if this actually worked and they just, I'm pretty sure doesn't have a project attribute. Also, this would just break if you passed in like size as a keyword arg. Wolfred! Hello! Thank you for the resub. Add 26 months. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. God damn, there's a lot of attributes on this. Yeah, it doesn't have a project. But anyway, I changed this. Presumably a safe refactor if people are passing in settings correctly. Haha, they're not! Basically, this is cheaty, but if you pass like arbitrary typos in here, they're just gonna silently do nothing. And that's what happened in prod. Someone was silently passing in project when they meant to do project ID. But technically the compatible way to do this is to just drop the keyword argument, which seems wrong, but convenient, I guess. There's another class that does the same thing, but it had 50 arguments, so I was like, well, fuck it, we'll just do this instead. Instead of making it better, I just was like, shit, fuck it. But other than that, like, this is the mostly straightforward patch. This one I had to rewrite everything because double globals, dependent types, and I just changed it to be cached. Fine for no reason. Oh, this was fun. This was definitely some AI slop that I turned into one line of code. This global variable never used, first off. Then we have OpenAI client singleton with the underscore instance equals none, and client is OpenAI. And for some reason, it builds an instance of itself bypassing double under init to then just access the attribute on it. I'm like, this is, none of this is needed. Just fucking cache the result of it. Yeah, this is way fucking simpler. Yeah. AI slop, baby! Well, we fixed it. But my patterns! No! Also, Pandoxer, hello. Arshad says, good morning, what are your thoughts about vibe coding? Fuck that shit. Good blame immediately? I mean, I already know who wrote this. But sure, we can blame and shame. Let's add a caret here. Now we can do blame. And oh no, it's Josh. Kinslayer says, haven't used my toaster in a while, and now my kitchen smells like burning. That means it's working, right? But anyway, this patch is pretty good, except for the little fuck up. Well, this is another silly hack here for some reason, but I had to fix this one too because these two variables are dependent, but the code only checked one of them. So it could get into a mixed match state, but I just made it so it's a tuple. Also, I'm pretty sure these are ints. They were annotated as floats, so I said, fuck it, I'm not gonna fix it. Blah, blah, blah. Rest of the patch seems fine. However, I just rolled this out in prod, and it broke. And it broke. Google Cloud Storage double internet got an unexpected keyword argument project. Did you mean project ID? I did actually mean this. Well, I didn't mean this. Whoever wrote the code meant this. So I'm gonna fix that real quick, but you can't look at my face. You're gonna look at my face while I do it because it's in the private repo. Yeah. Project keyword kwarg is not a thing. What is it? Replay.storage.options? That one. Hold on a sec. It'll be real quick. I promise. You'll just look at my face for a sec. It's fine. Replay.storage.options. This. Okay. Up. And up. Oh wait, that's a subclass. Hold on. Does the subclass do something special? Hold on. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Is this a subclass fuckery? Might be subclass fuckery. Hold on. This one we can look at the bubble code for. Store it. File store. ECS. They have a subclass of this thing for some fucking reason. Google Cloud Storage with replay upload policy. Yep, no other attributes here. So yeah, it's just fucked. Hooray! Hooray, it's fucked! Remove project kwarg from Google Cloud Storage. This argument was silently being dropped. When I fixed the types, this became a type error. Hooray. That's weird. I haven't run pre-commit in this in a while. Wolfred! 15 stream! God damn! God damn! Holy shit. I know you're kidding, Vandoxer. I know. Oh god. Oh, I'm on such an old version of things. This version of Pi Upgrade is so old it doesn't even understand 3.13. Wow. What version of Python am I using? Oh god, it's 3.8? This is such an old checkout. Holy shit. Hold on a sec, let me do the thing while you look at my face. This is why I want to open source this shit, so I don't have to show you my face while I silently work on code in the back. Simply Scott says, what do you think about PyTest as doc test? I think doc tests are stupid. I don't care if PyTest runs them. I think doc tests in general are stupid. They're really fucking fiddly, and I'd rather just read normal tests. And they're fucking impossible to debug. Yeah, my thoughts on doc tests are fuck them, don't do them. Actually, I'm pretty sure I even have a video on this. Doc test? What are doc tests? Oh, that's a pretty old one too. Actually, that's not that old. 300? But 3.8 is the latest Python for some people out there. Yeah, it's true. It's true. We're getting close to 3.14. I haven't actually. Here's the best part. Ever since I've set up the new like Dead Snakes infrastructure, I have not paid attention to the alpha or beta releases at all because it hasn't really broken. Like, I managed to fix all of the bullshit that made it really annoying to work on, and yeah. I just haven't been paying attention. Actually, wait, I can't show you this yet. Unfortunately, this patch that I reverted is one that we sort of need today. But yeah, we'll see. I missed the pun. No, I saw the Python pun. I just refused to acknowledge it because yeah. I do have a video on almost everything Simply Scott. It's true. I assume Sentry has a private repo for enterprise. It's stupid. Our private repo has our billing code and a bunch of other shit that people mistakenly put there. And the thing is, our billing isn't anything anyone would want to use. Like, it's fucking complicated as shit for no goddamn reason. If I wanted to bootleg and sell Sentry, I would just set up Stripe and not use Sentry's billing. Why don't they just license the directory separately in the main repo? Right? They don't even need to do that! It could be the same like bullshit license that Sentry uses that eventually becomes Apache 2. No one's gonna use that code. Nobody wants that code. But instead we have to build all this fucking infrastructure, try and sync all the repos, and it's just a huge, huge waste of developer time. And a big pain in the ass. Cause like, I wouldn't have needed this separate PR because I would have just fucking tested the config. But no, they're in separate repos, so it's not easy to do that, and you get in these like weird lockstep state all the time. It sucks. Anyway, we're not gonna be working on Get Sentry today. We're gonna be working. Oh, well, actually no, that's the public repo. We're good. Not that it mattered. None of the code there is actually sensitive. All right, so let me show you the thing that I made, and yeah, I'm at a branch called WAT. That's fine. Let me show you the thing that I made. Let me first show you the entire basis of this project, which is dmypy, and why it kind of sucks. Well, maybe I won't show you why it kind of sucks. We'll just find why it kind of sucks as we build this out. So, MyPy has this daemonized version called dmypy. Oh, it's already up and running. Well, maybe this will show you the first reason why dmypy is kind of bad. Because sometimes the daemon just sort of forgets all of your settings. And whoa, I can hear the fan up downstairs spinning up. I haven't heard my MacBook Pro fan spin in a while. That's loud. What the hell? Weird. That's crazy. I built Sentry. I see why people use the cloud version. Yeah, self-hosted is kind of chunky. It's especially chunky because it has to support all the features that prod does, and it turns out running Sentry with lots of features, there's a lot of complexity. Holy fuck, this is slow. I don't know why dmypy tends to be a lot slower than mypy. I mean, I can kind of guess, but because it has to store a lot more incremental. Okay, yeah, here's the exact example. Base query has no attribute match. However, if we look at our and base query, well, let's just open up the file. We're showing well the whole fucking thing. 6559. Base query is this sneakle query thing. Query.get sneakle query. Discover query builder. Okay, so we got to go to discover query builder, get sneakle query. Ugh. Actually, get sneakle query returns a request. Request comes from Snoop SDK, and this SDK, again, this is Sentry code, so it's our own fucking fault. This SDK is really poorly typed, so much so that it causes a whole bunch of errors. And Snoop SDK, we have told MyPy don't look at these because yeah, their types are just fucked. So I've told MyPy to ignore these. DMyPy sometimes forgets about this and will spit out hundreds and hundreds of errors about broken and stupid SDK. So what you have to do if you get DMyPy in a state is you have to stop it and start it. And rerun it again. And this rerun will pass, in theory. I think most editors use it for checking types in the repo live. I think they don't actually use DMyPy. I think they probably use the Microsoft version of it. Anytime I see a library with no type annotation, I will indeed rewrite it or use .py. Oh, you're talking about this here? Missing third-party stuff. So some of these, if we just upgrade them, they get fixed. Some of these are dead fucking libraries. Oh, this one's not dead, just no one wants to type it. Or questionable libraries, or well, Bodo is really complicated. Google has started typing their stuff, so at some point these will actually get fixed. But yeah, we have where is it? Fixtures. Stubs for MyPy. I've made a bunch of stubs for a bunch of libraries that we use. It's kind of gross, but I guess I didn't write this one, but someone else did this one. Celery has types? Haha, no. No, it doesn't. It very much does not. Nah, they don't. There's like a third-party Celery stubs, but it's not useful. But anyway, here's what I was trying to show you. If you actually run daemonize MyPy again, it'll say success, because the first run seems to respect those do not follows. The next runs are like, I don't know what you're talking about, and just charges numbers. Anyway, if we find, let's see, what was the function that I always use? Is something relay? Yeah, this one. So if we do dmypy suggest, you'll see this function is not typed. Sentry.api.authentication.isInternalRelay. It will actually provide the correct type for this. And there's a JSON format, so you don't have to do any funky parsing. And you can also tell it no errors. So like, don't suggest me a type that has errors in it. And it'll give you a structured data that you could use to apply this. Now this type looks a little bit weird, and we'll explain that. Sentry.api.authentication.request. If we look at this module, request is actually an imported type. It actually comes from REST framework. This is sort of the wrong type, but it's actually helpful. Because a rewrite tool can say, oh, this is the module that I'm rewriting. It's the same as this module here. So it's a hint to me that I don't need to import this name. This name is already available. Which is great. That's fine. But yeah, so that's kind of the basis of this. And then the idea is to take this output and apply it. There's supposed to be this tool called pyannotate. Do I already have it installed? Pyannotate? No. Pip install pyannotate. Which is a tool by Dropbox. The problem with pyannotate is it got left behind in the fucking lib2to3 nuking. So we can't use pyannotate. Standard out refactoring tool, yeah. We're fucked. Can't use pyannotate, which is what would normally read this output and apply it for us. So we have to do this. We have to make the thing that applies this. I'm shocked they use Celery. It feels like they've outgrown that. Well, we're currently trying to rewrite our Celery to something that looks like Celery but isn't. So we'll just be fucked, Lamau. We'll see. We'll see if the task rerunner, task broker, whatever the fuck they're calling it, is better. I hope so, because Celery sucks, but like, you're talking like you do in YouTube videos, not how you usually talk in the streams. Oh. Do we get YouTube voice today? Well, that's because I'm in the explaining part and not in the, oh god, what the fuck is going on part. We'll get to that though. He talks super fast in his YouTube videos. That's kind of true. Let's see, my problem with my YouTube videos is I used to talk slower, and then people are like, you talk too slow. And then I'm like, okay, well then I'll stop trying to talk slow and I'll just talk normal. And then people are like, you talk too fast. It's like, fuck, I can't please anyone. Well, and I used to get a bunch of comments that are like, your text size is too small. And now I get comments that are like, your text size is too big. And I'm like, fuck, man, just pick one. Why not use temporal? I don't know, man. I think the problem is we already have like 3 different streaming solutions and 3 different queue-like things. And we just need to pick one and stick to it. And so they decided to write one around Kafka. So now we have everything in that bucket, is the theory. We'll see if it actually works. I think it's adding numbers in prod, and that's all it's doing. If that. I don't even know if that's true, because caused an incident last week, so who knows. Kafka for jobs. So we'll see, the thing is, we are not actually using Celery as a job running framework. That's the core problem. We're really using Celery as a queue. And like, no shit, we're having trouble with Celery because it's not really designed to, I mean, it kind of works for that, but not really. And so it actually, like, our usage of Celery more naturally matches what you would do with a consumer producer workflow. We just, probably the honest answer is whoever picked Celery didn't know better, and now we're stuck with that decision from a decade ago. But you know, Celery is easy to hack shit together. That's why we have, oh my god, we have like 500 queues for Celery right now, which is, oh, it's just so fucked. Okay, anyway, but that's not what we're fixing today. So I decided to take this output and write a tool that auto applies these things. And we're gonna try and productionize this. Yeah, it's all full of hacks right now. Yes, it imports random shit from PyUpgrade. We'll fix all of this. I just wanted to get a prototype working. But the basic idea behind this, and there's a few things I want to change too. We'll get to that too. Basic idea behind this is it takes in some file names. It parses them to find their unannotated types. I actually want to get rid of this. And just call dmypy self, but that's something we'll fix. Lextor says, what are we doing, Mr. Codeman? We're doing workies today. We are trying to auto type code, and I'm gonna show you. Oh, wait, the bot's so good. Oh, where'd it go? Look at this. What are we doing, Mr. Codeman? And then the bot replied, hell yeah, the bot's so good. Okay, anyway, so the first thing is we parse all the files. We try and find all of their unannotated signatures. And actually, I need to improve this a little bit. Well, we're not doing async functions, first off. And I think there's like an edge case with double under init that I need to fix. But, yeah, it's whatever. Parse all the functions, find the ones that are not annotated. And then for each of those functions, we ask dmypy, hey, what do you think of this? Do you have annotations here? And then we skip it if it's an error, because we ask no errors, please. Yeah, dash no any seems broken, so we ignore this. I actually want to change how this works, because I think we can actually partially apply types and just not bother applying the any types. Because I don't want to add any's to the code base, because then that's not actually fixing the problem. It's just making the problem harder to understand. I'd rather see something unannotated than annotated with any, my point. And then we do our normal code formatter dance, use tokenize RT to find the functions and fix them. And it works pretty well. Helpers.autotype. So let's take that file that we had here, this API authentication file, and tell autotype to do its thing. And it's pretty fast too, which is kind of surprising. And look, like, it actually does it, which is crazy. I can't see that. But it seems to properly type the functions. And the resulting file passes type checking. I can spell MyPy. So I think there's some promise for this tool. While researching this, I found a bunch of problems though. We might use a hacked version of MyPy to do this, and it'll be a lot better. Yeah. Here's the 4 bugs that I found. It sounds really cool. I'm surprised applying the generated types is not in DMyPy in the first place. I think the idea was, well, first off, if we look at DMyPy, no one has touched it in years. It's this suggest.py or suggestions.py, which I spent a lot of time debugging. Also, it's really hard to debug DMyPy because they redirect standard out. Like, what you see in this output here just is standard out and standard error. The way their server works is it just like scoops up standard out and standard error and shoves that into an HTTP request, which is disgusting. But if we look at the history of this file, oh, we got the black cursor thing again. The last actual change intentionally to this file was here. This is the last real change to this file. So no one has touched this in 6 fucking years. Particularly Pythonic, thank you for the resub with Prime at 3 months. Appreciate your continued support. And that gets you a fancy new badge. So DMyPy is sort of neglected, from my understanding. But it does seem to mostly work. And the other problem, the reason the application wasn't implemented in MyPy itself, is Dropbox, which is mostly where MyPy came from. Like a lot of most of the early development on MyPy is all just Dropbox. Wrote PyAnnotate, which is supposed to take this output and apply it. This JSON output here. But PyAnnotate hasn't seen a commit in 4 years. It's likely abandoned. And, you know, other people have noticed like, hey, shit broken. And this is a nail in the coffin for the tool. This is essentially, you need to do a full rewrite at that point, which sucks. So that's why I assume this auto formatting is not in MyPy itself. But yeah. I have always wondered why not community build something like Typethon, like TS for JavaScript, won't get rid of loose types issues. I mean, that's kind of what the type annotations is in Python. But it's part of Python itself, so there's no reason to make a separate language for it. Also, because the reason TypeScript was successful is because a billion-dollar company was like, I want to do this. Whereas, like, TypeScript never would have existed if there weren't $1 billion behind it. And yeah, no one is stepping up to do that for Python. And so we have sort of the shitty type system that we have, and it's baked through the pet process because it makes it hard to progress. That's when Cube says, I just hear new project. Yeah, we are building a new project today. We are building a new project. That is the long and the short of this is we're taking this random autotype.py thing and we're gonna make it into a real fucking thing. And the first step is we need to find a name on PyPI. What about MyPy auto-annotate? Very literal, doesn't exist. Perfect. That's what we're gonna call it. Get in it, MyPy auto-annotate. Hell yeah. But let's not work on it on this computer. Let's work on it here. MyPy auto-annotate. Git branch, git commits, allow empty initial commit. And we're gonna make a new repo. And I'm gonna make work own this repo so that I don't need to ever deal with this. Sentry or ace delete? We're gonna do this for work. Because technically I wrote this code at work. I mean, I wrote it all, but like, I don't actually want to maintain this thing. So work's gonna own it. Smile? What does autotype mean here? Like automatically add annotations. Like this was done by the tool that I wrote that we're gonna be productionizing. It'll die anyway after me. Yeah, for sure. Which is fine. I'm probably only gonna use this for a bit anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. Everything's okay. Where do I what? I feel like I already did this. New repository. Get Sentry. MyPy auto annotate. We gotta come up with a description for it. Public. What are we gonna call this thing? Automatically add annotations to untyped code. Wow. Arkaloff. Autotype pi? I don't give a fuck. Name can be verbose. I don't give a shit. Don't need cloud build. Oh, I can't turn it off. Don't need semgrep. Oh, I can't turn it off. Huh. This is weird. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. No, I'm not looking for name recommendations. This is what we're calling it. I don't care. Actually, maybe I don't want MyPy at the beginning. Is just auto annotate available? Damn it. Oh, of course. It's fucking machine learning garbage. What about auto type annotate? Yeah, there we go. Because I don't want it to be associated, like, it's not associated with the MyPy project. Python code. Best auto. No, we should just call it. Okay, bad joke. No, it's a good joke. It's just, it's too snarky. Type Clippy. Oh no. Okay. Final answer. This is what we're calling it. What did I call it? Auto type annotate. Okay. Auto type annotate. Get remote and origin. Auto type annotate. Do I have the right email here? I do. Get push origin head. Yay, we have an initial branch. Wow, we did it. Hooray! Let's pull this shit here. Wikis. Projects. This, do this, do this. And then we gotta add the teams. Oh, not that one. This one. Oh, this doesn't always work. This gonna work? What the fuck? What? Why not? Pseudo authentication failed. Hello? Why? I've never seen this error before. This is a new one. Now that the hardest part of the project is over, how do you feel? Oh, we got some more fuckery to do. Why isn't this working? I'm logged in. I'm off. Why can't I change the teams? What the fuck? Okay, apparently I can just use password auth, and that's good enough. Surprise? I don't know why I was giving you the two-factor things when I could just do it another way. Add teams, dev infra as admin. And I feel like I need to add release bot or some shit. Engineering. We'll give them right. Add machine learning team as elevated bot. No, we're not gonna do that. Created repo and bot as a main name. Whew, that was quite some work. Anyway, we'll pick up back next week. Yeah. There's other shit that I need to do here, but I'll do it later. I don't remember what it is. And we'll set up branch protection later too. Hooray! We have repo. Okay, let's take our code and get it working. SCP. We need to find that file. Sentry. Source. No. Tools. MyPy helpers. Auto type.py to here. Wow, we have our code. Git checkout order main dash b initial. And we'll copy over some shit from some other repo. Calling guys to Lolo. Woke up early to get ready for work today before I realized it's a holiday. Ah, nice. You have the long Easter weekend. I do not. I am not so fortunate. Is this relatively up to date? Git pull. I don't need dashes prune because it's in my Git config. Is there an SCP creepypasta involving network transfer protocols? I don't know. Sounds like it could be a thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna structure this how I structure PyUpgrade, although I think for work I need to use whatever works license is. Did I do it here? Yeah, it's just Apache 2. Okay, cool. We can grab the license from there. Sick. Alright, so let's copy from PyUpgrade. Git ignore recommit config.yaml readme. Although we'll get rid of most of the readme. Requirements dev.text, setup.cfg, setup.py, docs.ini. That's probably good enough. License here, we'll do an updog, even though I'm pretty sure it should be up to date. We have to probably adjust the year in here. Yeah, it's 2025, but baby. I read the book. There's no anti-memetics division. Oh, what is it? I don't know what that word means. One of the few benefits of working in finance is getting every bank holiday off. Ah, nice. Nice. So, auto type annotate. We're going to start with 0.0.0. And what the fuck was the description that I used? We got an exclamation mark in our description. We're excited today. Look at that. Good century auto type annotate. Have I published anything else to PyPI? Fuck. What have we published? I don't even know. I don't even know what to look for. Well, maybe our forks? Did I change the name on these? I figure out who do I put as the author? Have I really not published anything? I guess it would be in setup.py. No, I didn't bother changing it. Well, shit. What do I put here? I don't want to put my personal email on this because it's not mine. Okay, I guess it's not called Sentry. This is my team, but it's not something I did. Let's see if we can find something I did. Oh, here we go. This is something that I did. Did I actually do this properly? Oh, wow. I have no recollection of doing this. What did I do here? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Do that real quick. We will depend on Pi upgrade. What is the latest version? We might add MyPy as a dependency, but 3.19. Just need latest. Python requires. We're gonna just design this for modern Python. What is the pep? Oh, what fucking pep am I thinking of? Not 585, the other one. Ah, and we're dropping more frames. No. No. Which why? Oh, maybe we're back. Yeah, I might need to refresh. God damn it. Does anyone remember the pep? Lexter says getting used to a split keyboard too much of a hassle. Fortunately, I have a video specifically for you. It depends on the split keyboard. This one, I got out of the box and I can type 90 words a minute, so no. What is the other pep? Not 585, the other one. 604? Yeah, okay, Python 3.10. That'll be our minimum. But fuck it. We're just gonna say 313. Well, actually, the minimum for internal pipe is this. But we don't need to publish this internal pipe. Yeah, we'll just fucking. What's the minimum version I want to target? Do I care? Why am I thinking so hard about this? Do I care? Oh, I shouldn't have copied from PyUpgrade because this is the wrong package structure. Ugh. Copy from something else. Yeah, we'll just do this. We're so sliding. We should be back now. I'm not dropping frames anymore. Yeah, I need to copy this from some other library. But tokenize RT checked out? We don't. Git clone. Tokenize RT. 3.9 would be so nice. Page is welcome. I think 310 is literally the minimum I'm gonna approach. I think we're gonna do 310. Twitch has been struggling so much this week. Multiple times for the UI and chat just die site-wide. I feel like this is somehow my internet's fault, although it's weird that chat kept going, so I don't know. I don't know, and I haven't had time to debug it and do like packet analysis nonsense. And it's annoying because like I had this problem right when I moved in, and then I was like, AT&T, what the fuck? And then they were like, oh yeah, we do see problem on your thing. We'll replace it. And then it was fine for like a couple months. And then yeah. 310 is gonna be the minimum I target. Non-negotiable. We're not going lower than that. Specifically because I am going to be making nice annotations and not the other ones. I guess if you use this should work. It'll probably still work in 3.9. If you have from future import annotations. Otherwise, you can get wrecked, nerd. Yeah, this thing I hate about lotion is like now my hands are greasy. And I know it's like, oh, it's non-grease lotion, blah blah blah. They don't feel good. I don't like it. the fuck? Pi modules is what we want. Pi modules equals auto type annotate. I get rid of find. Auto type annotate equals auto type annotate main. And then I guess this should just be fine. Right, we gotta set up the pre-commits. Come on, get your shit together. I think the way we're gonna design this is we're just gonna say, hey, get dmypi into a good state, then run the tool. Oh yeah, look at that sorting action right there. Sick. All right, auto type annotate.py. Let's do the readme. Oh, I wonder if I can set up pre-commit CI on it. No, we're not gonna do that. Work. I don't know how they did this. I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to have done this. But technically work is using pre-commit CI in one repo. I didn't do this, it wasn't me. But I'm pretty sure I'm not compliant with what Sentry needs compliance on, so yeah, shrugs. Get rid of most of this. Oh, I can use this. Oh, man. Oh, I've broken the end of the file? Anyway, that was weird. What did I do there? How did I do that? Shift Control End and then cut. Oh, how did I break it? Now I don't know how to unbreak it. Because now it's not broken anymore. Fuck! What did I do? Was it that I cut from here to the end? Ah, that's what it is. Interesting. So cut with selection can break the end of the file. I'll write that down. Let me put that in the bug tracker. Cut selection can break EUF invariant. See if I can do a minimal reproduction. Hello world, hello. Cursor here and Control K. Yeah. For instance, make this text hello, hello. Put cursor. Oh, I guess I could just do the full sequence. Do this key sequence. Control home. Right. Control Shift and Control plus K. I think that's right. So we make the text hello, hello. Control home, right. Control Shift and Control K. Yeah. And now the EUF invariant is broken. Wow. Control home, right, Control Shift N, Control K. Wow. We make bug reports. Good job, me. Brian says, I'm thinking a little ahead, but do you have a way to remove annotations? Might be interesting for finding where this tool already typed code different. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by removing annotations? I don't know why you would remove them. Why would you remove them? By upgrade to get Sentry slash auto type annotate. Auto type annotate. Then we gotta get the description. Oh, have type code remove annotation, auto retyping, and look at the diff. I don't think this is going to suggest better types than what someone would have written manually. Gonna be honest. Or there would already be errors. I don't think people would do that. Like, the main point of this is to take partially typed code and slowly blanket automatic improve it. At least that's how I'm going to be using it. Type annotate usage. This tool is intended to help you automatically add annotations while gradually typing a code base. There's a few prerequisites you'll need to do in order to use the tools successfully. First, you'll need to make your code base pass with the following MyPy settings enabled. Allow untyped, or no, check untyped defs. This is needed to analyze types in functions we'd like to automatically type. Local oh yeah, say equals true. Local partial types equals true. This is needed to run the MyPy cleanly, which we'll be using to generate typing suggestions. Ready Pythonic says, will this support custom types? I showed the example already of it working. This was done entirely with the tool. You can see, like, he was able to add types of anything. So yes, the answer is yes. Assuming that's what you mean by custom types. First, we need to come base pass MyPy with the following settings enabled. You can check whether you're ready to use this by running the following. MyPy run. If this does it run or check? Run. It should look something like. Look, do I have an output somewhere? MyPy run. This is gonna fuck up, isn't it? It's probably gonna fuck up. Probably going to fuck up. Ugh. Yeah, because it's taking a while. You're right, I do have a typo. Thank you, SMQ. Is a setting forced by dmypy, which will, yeah, this is fucked up. So we gotta do dmypy stop, and then dmypy run. Partial types equals true. This is a setting forced by dmypy, which we'll be using to generate typing suggestions. You can check whether you're ready to use this by running the following. It should look something like output that we'll get in a second. Oh, and we have a time cutoff today. I have something at 2, so hopefully we'll get this done by 2. I don't think it'll take that long. Look at this demon! Which, I mean, I think I still call it Damon sometimes, which, like, whatever. At 2, you better get going, it's 5:30 p.m. Yeah, 2 in my time zone. I got 2.5 hours. 2.5? Like, half of a tuna? It's such a silly joke. It was one of my ex-girlfriend's favorite numbers, specifically because of that reason. Because it's tuna. 2.5. Yeah, this takes fucking forever. It takes so much longer than the normal MyPy run, which I still can't completely explain, but once that passes and dmypy is still running, use the tool on whatever files you'd like to improve. And let's just pretend that we're running it. This is just a piano and a tuna. You can't piano a tuna. True? True? Yeah. Auto type annotate this. Some output, and then yeah, we'll just say this amount of output here. Wow. For instance, after auto type annotate this, wow. Why not annotate? Good question. Let's try it. It's gonna be cheeky. Annotate -2. Oh, I'm on a Mac. Stupid Mac. Actually, we'll just do that again. 2 to 1. Annotate help. -2. We don't even need to do this, right? We can just do the full help, right? Toggle the standing desk. Chandler, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I do actually need to stand up. That's a good point. Rise. Wraith Within, hello, hello, how you doing? We're still in frame, we're roughly in frame. In my power stance. Just say sad face. Okay, the disk still renders without trying. Nice. Cool. Okay, I think that's basically what we're gonna say in this readme. Yeah. So now let's actually GitHub Actions, right. Which I can't just copy from, gross. I was like, I would like to just use Frequency I and copy from my other GitHub Actions, but problem is these just use my reusable workflows, which Sentry doesn't have, so I gotta fucking copy paste probably. So let's do that. They're not GitHub/workflows. They're-p, of course. What am I doing? Main.yaml, and then we'll have yobs main, and then gotta copy some code from my other repo. This one, and we take this. Oh, fuck me, raw. Fuck me, raw. That sounded funny. Wow, we paste in the thing. The Master Lick, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, there's a whole bunch of shit in here that we definitely don't need. Oh, how did I end up in that window? I don't need you. Run on Ubuntu latest strategy. And how does this work? Oh yeah, this is those. So this will be, oh, it's thunderstorming here. Fuck yeah, let's go. Pi 3 13. Do min max. Don't need architecture. Action slash checkout. That's, what is the latest version? Checkout at version 4. Don't need some modules. Set up Python. Yeah, this is gross, but we are going to do it anyway. We don't need you. We don't. That's snakes. Don't need you. Sure, we'll leave that. We don't. Oh, we will need this. We'll need this. Ah. No, we won't. We'll do it differently. We'll do it in a separate job. We'll get rid of that too. And we'll actually do this separately too. How do you do this? Did matrix include? Close test. Yeah, matrix include. And you make a list. And Pi 310. Can you do it like that? Is this valid YAML? I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. Matrix.python. And then this is the collector. We don't need you. But we do need to add a pre-commit job. Steps. I don't even know how to use it anymore. Maintenance only. Check out setup Python action. V5? Copy pasta makes good spaghetti. It does, Patrick OG. It's true, it's true. V5, hell yeah. Why is this one V4 up here then? Well, we can just change it to a 5. Python version 3.13. Then action pre-commit slash action at 3.0.1. Wow. So easy. Ella makes al dente spaghetti. Ella makes toxic spaghetti. Ep5, hello, how you doing? I don't have the crop top merch yet. I don't have it yet. God, I wonder if I could pay somebody to set up merch for me. That's how fucking lazy I am. Shit. We will also need a build. Python version 3.13. And then this needs to run. Fucking, I don't even remember how to do it. LM for type annotations? Any, yeah. Oh, I can just look at this one, the other one that I did, right? Right? Yeah, this one. Really, I did the necessary needfuls here. Oh, I just did 3.x? That's clever. Wolfred! Thank you for the gift subs too. Pizza sleeves, merch madness, Simisticot, Dendan, and Kuvaman. Welcome to Septum. And is that what you were looking for, Wolfred? Even though it's a work stream? Even though it's a work stream? This. Wow. Right indent? Looks like the right indent to me. merch madness is literally a sign. I know, I read that, I was like, excuse me? Hello? Taufik, welcome to the stream. Hello. How you doing? Alright, so we build, and pre-commit and talks. Hooray. GitHub actions, done. Ignore that file too. What's in our git? Ignored, not much. Cool, we can add that. Recommit config. Yeah, that's probably, oh, we can actually adjust the 3.9 here. To 3.10. 3.9 to 3.10. Wow. Cool. What is in our dev requirements? Code-vods, that looks fine to me. This should be trivial. That looks... You know, we're not even gonna bother with PyPy. Not even gonna bother. It's gonna work. We're just not gonna bother. Alright, so now we just need to implement the actual fucking thing. Alright, so let's fix this, which we'll do with subprocess. We gotta fix this. And I know I wanted to do this, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. Also, this is ugly, black formatted code. Master Lick says to use PyEnv. I fucking hate PyEnv. I have a video that I haven't released yet that I'm gonna release to premium members only at some point, which is, give you the first part. Oh god, this is such an old video. It's literally last year. You want the little intro though? VOD watchers won't get this, unfortunately. Oh, is the pixel just right? There we go. Oddly satisfying. AWC After Dark. But somewhere in here. Yeah, there it is. Why I hate this tool. Super low volume. Well, there's no volume on the VOD, so. Anyways, it'll be a secret video eventually for subscribers and stuff. So, but not there yet. Senpaz, hello. How you doing? But yeah, fuck PyEnv. All my homies hate PyEnv. Yeah. So let's actually. I want to write tests for this thing. That's the first part that I want to do. And we gotta not import random shit from PyUpgrade. Gotta do that too. Let's start with our visitor dealio doodad. That's probably the first thing to do. Reformat the code, yeah. True. Wait, why does this sort of look like how I would write the code? Did the because I ran the formatter. That would be why. Yeah, we're gonna do a little format fix up here. Make sure that we've unblackified this. Yeah. Let's see if I can remember them all. Type, list, picked, couple, set, and frozen set. Is that all of them? Whoa. What happened here? Did we get a type train? I didn't even notice. Editor stream Python 3 -mvenv. And what? Difference? What? I don't know what you're referring to, Patrick OMG. Oh, the hype train finished. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. What did I get? Oh, I got a cool looking cat. Look at that. Is this all the Pep 585s? 6 of them? Capital dict. Oh my fucking god. Capital tuple. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Perfect. Frozen set this bad boy and we'll do. Where's my fucking prefix thing? This is a little hack skadoodle here. Import typing. Just be a French string. And we got union optional and then dot join forwarded pep 585. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that looks worse. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, difference from PyEnv? Yeah, PyEnv does a bunch of like wacky building and stuff. There is confusingly a tool called PyVenv, which is what venv originally was called. These are not sorted. And I can't be arsed to sort them, so we're gonna do this a janky way. By doing this and then saying, hey Babby, sort this for me. And then we're gonna just undo all the white space again. And then we're gonna let the formatter unfuck it. Yeah, look at that. Sexy. Kevin, hello, hello. Thank you for the resub at 57 months. Good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate your continued support. Welcome back. I upgrade. This line will be too long too, but we'll fix it eventually. Upgrade prefix. And we'll make a function for this. Person says quick make something hashable. Well, it's just a set that you can't modify. What does the linter say? Lots more shit on extra lines because sense. This is this line is way too clever, but it works perfectly. Oh fuck, we still call to isort. Oh shit, I forgot about this part. I forgot about this part. Fuck. We're gonna have to add an import adder too. Because I don't think we can just use isort. For now. Fuck. Forgot about that. How are things going? It's going well. It's going well. Ash says, did you fix it yet? I mean, we haven't made it yet, so it's not broken. How you doing, Ashley? Good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. I'm in a good mood today. I don't know why. Good things have happened. Anything bad things have happened. It's not broken yet. True. True. All right, let's make some tests. Auto. I'm on the wrong computer. Ashley says, I'm sad my motorbike is broken. Oh no. Stuck indoors like a gremlin. How are you going to touch grass? You cannot. How are you gonna get it? What's broken on it? That is 3 sentences jammed together. Make their test. Do I need an NumPy in there? I don't fucking remember. Oh, that one has it, so put it there. Just updated Arch. Now I have 3.13.3. Cool. Kevin says I just demolished our indoor pool or outdoor pool. Now we're getting some work related to things in C. Oh no. I think it's the cam chain tensioner. It was a cheap fix. Otherwise I'm fucked. Oh no. Wraithwood then says I've been looking into Nix recently. Oh, my condolences. Man, fuck Nix. Yeah, we can just debating whether I from import or import based on whether I'm gonna need to mock stuff. I think we can do this all. We're gonna do from imports. From auto type annotate import v. Okay, we need to give that a better name. We'll call it find untyped. Yeah, that'll be a better name. Find untyped. We're gonna start by testing this guy. Yeah. How are we going to test this guy? Good question, me. Test find untyped. Just do trivial. Oh, the best way to do this. I kind of want to just write a little helper that feeds it a string and gives me the results. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. What do I do? Visitor equals find untyped, and then visitor dot visit module mod dot path. Yeah, mod dot path, and then ast dot parse s. Turn visitor dot potential. That's really all that we want to test here. So assert find untyped empty string is equal to empty list. We should have our first test. I should do 310. For multiple Linux desktop environments, Linux is sometimes very useful. I can see how a local VM is really smart now. Well, even like my Linux machines, I just use the same puppet configuration. But I will not touch Nix with a extremely long pull. All right, we have passing tests. Wow, we have passing tests. Hooray. So let's do test find untyped all things. All things type. Wow, another passing test. Oh, we should do a class as well. Class method too, yeah, sure. The class. Yeah. And there's edge cases with double under init that I don't know what they are. But I think this is technically allowed, but will probably have a failing test. Yeah, so test find untyped init does not need a return value. But I don't remember the rules of this, because I always give it a return value anyway. So I don't know. But we'll figure that out. PyTest.mark.xfail reason equals to do. We know we need to do that, but it's not done yet. Kevin says I'm in a mood for a beer, but I assume Sentry doesn't let you have one at work. What the fuck are they gonna do? I'll go get a beer. The question is, do I have a beer in my fridge? That's the actual wild card here. I'm gonna go grab a beer. I'll see if I have one in my fridge. I'll fill up my water, and I will be right back. All right, we're back. It turns out I do, in fact, have a beer in my fridge. We're gonna be drinking a Leffe. Drinking during work? What is this blasphemy? Bro, it wouldn't be the first time. I need to. If you saw my desk right now, it's terrible. I specifically got a pin board that I'm gonna put maybe here somewhere. And then I'm gonna pin up half the fucking knickknacks that are on my desk, which will hopefully solve my desk nonsense. But anyway, let's pour this and get on our way. I don't think Kevin's back though. Where's Kevin? Oh, we dropped more frames while I was on break too. Gross. Cool. I haven't seen this message in a while. Cheers, chat. Also, welcome to the stream, Aato. Oh, you just lagged out. Yeah, then might need a refresh! Exclamation mark. Okay, but we were talking about. Okay, let me check the rules on this because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, an init, a double init with no parameters needs an annotation, but any number of other annotated parameters is fine. I think. It's like a weird fucking edge case with. I mean, I sort of understand why they did that, but I think this is a problem, but this is fine. MyPy disallow untyped defs t.py. Yeah, so this one needs it, this one doesn't. Go fucking figure. Let's find untyped init with no args needs a return. Third find, actually this will be our first untyped result, is equal to c dot, or can I call the mod path? I'm gonna call it mod rather than mod.path. Easier. Mod.c.double_net. Cool. We got something. Let's go. I'm not sure if it's me or you or Twitch, but the stream is rubber banding. Okay, well I haven't dropped any more frames. So if you haven't refreshed since I dropped frames, then Twitch never recovers. So you might need to refresh. But I don't know. Don't know. But yeah. All right, let's test find untyped missing argument annotation. I just do this line. Find untyped def f x2 done equals mod.f. Test find untyped missing turn annotation. Figured find untyped. Just set it to highest quality. The problem just went away. Hey, there you go. There you go. Find untyped def f x int is equal to mod.f. And then we should add a test for async as well. Oh, and we also have to add a test for nested functions aren't considered because dmypy has no way to reference them. Yeah. Test find untyped ignores nested functions. Or we just gotta source this one. F and fg print hello world. I put it on brand too. Although it's center code, so who cares? Technically untyped, but dmypy can't help. Double equals. Hooray! Ooh, do we have Kevin's beer here? Look at that. Oh, I show this on stream. Me fucking around with my little thing here. Nice, nice. Good setup. I approve. A haze lager with galaxy hops. Wait, is this is this galaxy gas but beer? Okay. Anyway, I think we've actually implemented all of our tests for this. Oh, we need to do async def. Do that yet? Async def. I don't know if async defs work. Sentry doesn't have any async code, but we'll make it work for this. So. Oh, find coder code finder gonna work? I don't know. But we can do visit async function def equals visit function def. I think MyPy's gonna be mad about this line. It's, well, not for that reason, but I think MyPy's gonna be mad about this line. Yeah. So we have to say ast.async function def or this. Now that line's too long. Now it should be happy with it. And now the test should pass. Hey, there we go. I just saw the funniest description in a job opportunity. Oh no. Okay. I guess we can write the rules for double under init since we already wrote the test for it. Before we move on to other stuff. How do I put this in words? It's really this line here, I think. Fuck. Let's see. If no.name is equal to init and if it's double under init and it is one argument, then what? Oh, we can say if it's not equal to init or len, we don't actually know the argument count. Fuck. We're seeking a highly motivated software engineer who leverages modern AI tools to accelerate development and deliver results at unprecedented speed. Fuck that. Yeah, so the hard part is we don't actually know the argument count. Because the argument structure is sort of complicated. One of the requirements, use AI tools as an integral part of your workflow, from ideation to deployment. I guess we'll do argument count as a helper. Oh, you know what? We can just have this be a generator for each of the arguments. Yeah. ast.async function def or ast.function def to generator arg. And we just take this shit. And we could probably even yield from subnode for subnode in this if this. Can you yield from a generator? I don't even know. I think we're getting too clever. Seems much easier. Proven experience using AI tools. Almost sounds like a shitpost, but I swear it's not. Yeah, there's no way it's a shitpost. That's definitely definitely real. Couple args node. Okay, so now we can actually do. We can actually do this. So now we can say if node.name does not equal double undernet, or if it is, or then args does not equal 1, then this, otherwise missing annotation equals false. I'm sure there's a way to boolean this because assigning false seems silly. But maybe this is fine. There's something zen about reading self.potential.append. It's kind of true. I really like that variable name. This one Cube says type dict versus name tuple. So the reason that these are type dicts here is they are where the fuck does it come from? Here. They are JSON loaded from the output. Which maybe we'll look into how to call dmypy without subprocess. I'm pretty sure it's just an HTTP request. Syntax error. Can I re-indent now? No. Generator is not defined. Like hell. I love Prigmit. I could just put this fucking import anywhere. It's the wrong import, and it'll just fix it for me. It's so nice. It's so fucking nice. Okay, so this should actually pass now. And of course does. Because I think my or is actually supposed to be an and. So really this is if not this. Actually it's if it's this. Wait, what the fuck? If it's double undernet and it has one argument, then we need to look at the return annotation. Or if it's anything else, we don't. So we can say, let's see, if, do it this way. If node.name equals double undernet and len args does not equal 1, then missing annotation equals false. Otherwise, so yeah, this is a lot easier to understand. This is much more straightforward. So really we should say greater. Yeah. Hooray! We have passing tests again. Okay, cool. I'm pretty happy with find untyped diddly doodad. So let's move on to another part of this, which is just the rest of the fucking owl, isn't it? It is just the rest of the fucking owl, isn't it? And unfortunately, I think the rest of the tests are going to be slow integration tests. Like always. Yeah, the rest of this is just like there's no good units here. But one thing that I wanted to do, that I'm just going to do, is there's this like has any skip thing. I think I actually don't care about no any, and I would just like it to fill in the types that it doesn't, or it does or doesn't know. So I think we're gonna just get rid of this entirely. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. God, there's so much shit that I have to think about here. We're gonna sit down so I can think. So I can brain a little bit more. Because you can't always brain when you're standing up, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what, chat? Something I haven't talked about since the last time I streamed. So we're gonna get a little life update. I'm gonna take a little break and get a little life update. See if I can find this. Since the last time I streamed, I ran a half marathon. And not only did I run a half marathon, I fucking crushed a half marathon. And I want to talk to you about it. We're gonna do that. I ran a half marathon and I fucking crushed it. I had no way in hell. If you would have told me 6 months ago that I would run a half marathon in this time, I would have said you're fucking lying. That's impossible. There's no way. But I'm very happy with this time. What is my split? My split is very consistent. Overall, it's a 7:34 average mile time, but like every mile was within that split. Like I was very consistent because I ran with a pacer. But I'm very proud of this. I kicked ass, and I think this was like the peak of my ability right now, given the training that I've done. Because I've only been training for like 6 months. But like, absolutely destroyed my previous personal best. Also, my previous personal best was kind of bullshit too, because the last half marathon I ran was in 2019, and they measured it wrong. The race was actually 14.2 miles instead of 13.1. And so like my personal best time had like 2 asterisks next to it. Like the actual clock time was 1 hour 59 or something like that. Let's see. I have it in my Google Sheet. Running 2019. Here's my half marathon. Hello? Where's my half marathon? Was it not 2019? Do I have the years wrong? There's no way, right? Maybe I have the years wrong. Oh, fuck, it was 2018. Ah, shit. Okay, yeah, so I have a little asterisk. My previous half marathon, the clock time was 1:59:33, but that was for 14.2 miles. And my half marathon time was 1:49:55. So I beat my time by 10 minutes. But let me tell you about how this went. So a couple of like a month or so ago, the run club that I'm a part of, a bunch of people are like, hey, this is a run that most of the run club does, so you should do it too. And I'm like, okay, I'll do a half marathon in April and I will start training for it. And I was like, shit, I only have 13 weeks to start training for this. And all of the training plans are like, you should train from like 16 weeks out. I'm like, it'll be fine, whatever, fuck it. And so I signed up. I put it in my calendar as Martian half question mark because I wasn't very confident in this. And about 3 or 4 weeks ago, one of the people in the run club, Alan, was like, hey, I'm pacing 1 hour 40 minutes. You should run 1 hour 40 minutes. And I'm like, I did the math. I'm like, that's a 7:37 mile. There's no fucking way I can do an hour 40 half marathon. And he's like, you'll be fine. And I'm like, doubt. big X doubt. But he's like, you'll be fine. And I'm like, okay, I'll run with you until I get tired and then I drop off, but I'll at least start with you. And so, half marathon day. Also, this guy is out of his fucking mind. He ran the 5K before this, and then he ran 7 miles afterwards. Like, this guy's crazy. But I started the race with Alan in the 1 hour 40 pace group. At the beginning of the race, there were about 20-ish people in the pace group, and so we're all kind of like in a little bubble, you know, doing our run. I'm keeping up with pace. Like, I don't feel bad running at that pace. It was actually kind of nice. We're chatting, we're having a good time, we're hanging out. It's, you know, it's the start of the race. It's casual. You're pumped full of adrenaline, and you're like, I can do anything. I'm a god amongst men. I can make this happen. Then we get to like mile 3 or so, and some of the people in the group, they're struggling. Like, there's this guy next to me. He's fucking huffing and puffing. I'm like, dude, you're maybe not cut out for this pace. Maybe it's in your best interest to pick the next pace group. But like, some people are like, I'm still having a good time, chat with Alan, whatever. We're probably down to about 15 people in the pace group at this point. I actually felt great until about mile 10. At mile 10, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get a little bit tired. I could feel that I'm a little bit dehydrated. It got a little bit warmer out. I was feeling a little bit hot. I was making all these excuses in my mind. Like, these are all the reasons that I can slow down. Oh, I'll just abandon the pace group. And then I'm like, no, fuck that. I don't want to disappoint Alan. I'm going to keep running. I can do this. It's only 3 miles to go. That's only a 5K. And I kept thinking in my mind, just long paces, you know, keep leaning forward, keep, you know, feel your toes through the stride, like, keep moving, like, all of the things that I had a running coach in 2018, 2019 that like told me a bunch of stuff about my form and stuff. And I'm just like telling myself all of these things, like, yes, keep your pace like this, you know, watch the person in front of you, keep going, don't, you know, keep going, you got this. And at about this point, at 10 miles in, there's probably about like 10 miles in, there were like 6 people left. So from 20 in the pace group to 6, and I'm like, starting to thin out here, isn't it? But I kept pressing on. With about a mile to go, it is just 4 of us. Me, Alan, and then 2 other people. And right at the last hill in the race, there's like a little hill, and then it's downhill from there. Alan's like, it's gonna be okay, we got this. Like, this is the last hill. You know, it's just a little bit, you can go a little slower up the hill. It's downhill from here. It's easy. You got this. And right at that point, the other 2 people in the pace group both cramped up. And so it's just me and Alan. But Alan doesn't realize I'm there because I've been running behind him the whole time. We were in like a diamond formation by the end, and there was like a teardrop before that. And Alan turns around and he's like, oh shit, you're still here? I thought you dropped off miles ago. And I'm like, what? No, I got this. I'm fast. I can keep up. This is fine. And then pushed on through the finish. And yeah, I was exhausted after this. I literally slept. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I run the race on Saturday. Oh, I'll stream on Sunday. It'll be fine. I slept most of the fucking day. I did not stream that weekend, but I crushed my race. I'm really proud of this result. I think I'm probably not going to be able to improve on this much unless I do a lot of training. But the next thing is marathon, baby. So I'm going to pick a marathon and avenge my 2020 COVID results, and we'll have a little less aggressive goal in for the marathon, but I'm aiming for under 4 hours. But I think I did the math. And I think I could realistically do a 3:30 pace. What the fuck is this font? But it's about an 8-minute pace. This is a terrible chart. This is a terrible chart. But yeah, 8-minute pace is 3:29 for marathon. Terrible chart, but trust. I think I could maybe do that. But I couldn't do 4 hours before, so but I had COVID, so is what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna pick a marathon and then go crush that too, is the plan. But anyway, I'm really happy with this, so yeah. BizBuzz, hello. How you doing? I realized that wait, this was yesterday. I was drinking. You stream, right? Yeah, I was watching you stream yesterday. Yes. Yeah. BizBuzz also streams. Like, man, it'd be really awkward if I shouted out somebody who doesn't stream. But yeah, go check out BizBuzz. Congrats on the half marathon pace. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I think I'm pretty, yeah. I did well. Okay, I think we could actually unit test this function separately. And then just have one integration which uses dmypy. Yeah, let's try and do that. Let's try and find a way to do that. Oh, but I was gonna do my any replacer. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no problem. No problem. If pause not in has annotation and not has any archetype. If not, and why is this a variable? Found return annotation. Oh, because we're just jankily finding it at the end. Oh, this is interesting. Because it's gonna add none to double internet. Care. Such a silly little edge case that we have to redo here. But that's fine. And not has any info signature return type. This variable is too long. I've decided. Let's do that. Now it's slightly imprecise, but I think I prefer it that way. Yeah. Kevin says, I also have some news to share. I was in my first ever gravel race 2 weeks ago. About a third way through the race, I got a flat tire. Oh no! Oh no! You had to change a tube. Oh, that's tough. See, maybe I'm just really fucking lucky. Because I have legitimately, like, let's see. Make sure I have the number right, because it's in my spreadsheet. I have, like, almost 50,000 miles on bicycles. And I have only had to replace a tube once. On all of those times. And the only time I had to replace a tube was because I crashed. And yeah, I was late for work. I was biking to the train station. My alarm didn't go off. A bush jumped out and got me, and everything went terribly. And that's the only time I've lost a tube. But I feel like everyone that I talk to that cycles is like, oh yeah, always carry spare tubes. Like, you know, oh yeah, I replace them all the time. And I'm like, how am I must be just like fucking dodging bullets here, given everyone else's experience. But I don't feel like I bust tubes ever. On this bike, this is my first ever flat, and I've done close to 2,000 kilometers on the bike, so I guess luck ran out. Hey, there you go. Noob404, hello, how you doing? Good to see you again. Yeah, I think we're going to try and unit test this replacement function. And find a way to do that. What does it take? Tokens, info, imports. Maybe we split out the code that actually does this here into a function. That'll make it easier. I should really go tubeless. I'm just lazy. It's making the bike lighter as well. Yeah. Tubeless, like special tires that don't have tubes. I guess that makes sense. Okay, yeah, let's figure out how to make this more testable. So really all we have here is we have source code and a set of results, which are indexed by line number. So I think we can just take stir and results and do all of this. Oh, we gotta do this shit too. Fuck. Import adding sucks. It's such a pain in the ass. Because you have to find the first non-future import and then just stick it in there and be like, yeah, you'll figure out import sorting later. Most new bikes are tubeless ready, meaning you just remove the tube, fill them with a special sediment, and then you don't ever have to worry about flats. Oh, that's sick. It's like cars, I guess. Well, no, cars have run flat tires, which are different. This sounds more like my dad or my family growing up, we had a tractor because we did a lot of yard work and like landscaping and other stuff. And we also had a bunch of crushed concrete pathways around the property to like, because it was cheaper than gravel and cheaper than paving by a lot. Problem with crushed concrete is a lot of the sources of crushed concrete still have rebar in them. Well, actually, I mean, most of them have rebar, and they try and take most of it out so that there isn't much rebar in them. But inevitably, when you buy crushed concrete, you're gonna get rebar. And every time we would walk the paths, we would just be like, "Oh, there's another piece of rebar. Pick it up and throw it out," because you don't wanna run over the rebar because then it punctures tires. But we must have put we got so many fucking flat tires on the tractor from running over rebar that eventually my dad was just like, "Fuck it, we're filling the tires with foam, and then we're never dealing with this problem again." Which I assume is similar to this situation here. Oh, this part sucks. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that at all. I've avoided this problem for so long, adding imports, just because it's not easy to do. Especially if you never find an import. I guess you can find the first non-code and stick it there. Oh. We gotta make an import adder. Can we do that in an hour? Probably. Let me close. I might also try and stream after my meeting that I have in the middle of the day. I wonder if I could just ask my team, hey, would you be okay if I stream this meeting? Hold on a sec. Because it's not much of a meeting. Why are people pinging? Oh. Hold on, I gotta actually... Oh, I'm not logged into Notion. Oh, fuck me. Hold on a sec. People are actually pinging me for important stuff. Hello? Log in. Do it. And please. Is it working? SSO? Hell yeah. What the fuck is this first thing? Data browsability for SQLite based services. What? What a sentence that is! Jesus. Alright, we're gonna mark this as unread because I have to do this later. Gross. Commit is ready to deploy. Cool. Wow, no one has talked in Slack today. That's crazy. That's crazy. Weird. Okay. Links for process song. Here you go. Welcome, welcome. Actually, I don't think we should stream the... No, we won't stream games night. Also, I'm gonna be at PyCon US chat, but I'm gonna be working the Sentry booth again. I fucking hate doing. Hear anyone here? No, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna be at PyCon US, but I'm gonna be doing booth garbage the whole time, which sucks. Get back to this. Oh, did I show all the bugs I found in DMyPy? I don't think I did. Here's the 4 bugs I found. DMyPy sometimes recommends weird syntax with his colon in here. Type in colon list, but tuple is fine for some reason. Sometimes DMyPy gives the wrong annotation. Like this should be datetime but .datetime, but it instead is the module. Yeah. No any sometimes gives any. No any still has any. And it gives up on trivial decorators. This one is actually kind of annoying, and I think I'm gonna run a fork of MyPy to fix it. But that's fine. Oh, did I get another message here? Shit. Yeah, that's from the recruiter. Okay. No any but for real this time? What swag is on offer? I have no idea. I have no idea. I haven't done booth garbage in a while. Honestly, I think the last booth garbage I did was 2 years ago. I'm actually surprised they're asking me because they didn't ask me last year. But that's fine. Okay. We got 2 choices of things to implement. Import adder or the test for the rest of this shit. I think this is clearly a function here. Ah, damn it. We got disconnected. Fuck me. Yeah, I don't even think my messages are going through. Oh no, they're here. Okay, reconnected. So sad. I fucking hate this shit. I need to figure out what's wrong with my internet. Fix it. Okay. There's 3 parts here. This is find annotations. This is do the rewrite. This is fix up imports. I think we can... We already sort of did this here. Let's do this part here, which is find the oh, this is Bob. Find the errors. Also, I realize I realize I've hard-coded source in here. What's the main goal of booth? Recruitment or sales or both, I guess. It's actually both. But when I was there last time, it was mostly sales. Which I am the fucking worst at doing because I don't really use the product. I use a very small surface area of it. But hey, if they want to send me to a conference, I mean, technically I get a conference stipend each year, and I don't think booth conferences count towards that. So I think I can actually go to another conference. Should I go to Prague again? Or am I just gonna be fucking depressed in Prague? Because that was kind of the beginning of the end of my last relationship. I don't know about it. Yeah, this source slash is a little bit of a problem. Because we kind of need to normalize module names. Why do we need to normalize module? Oh, for two reasons. One, for the actual finding of symbols, and the other is to remove the module path from symbol name. This sort of just assumes a source layout. God, I fucking hate source layout. It's not that useful. I don't know why people keep doing it. Well, we did this part. Let's make a function for this, I guess. This should actually be a relative path from whatever source root it is. I think, but that's problematic because we need to actually open the file too. Shit. Fuck me. Well, you know, I don't need to make this super extendable. We can hardcode source path. That can be somebody fixes that later. Yeah. 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 Okay, let's do this. Suggestions from dmypy, and it's literally just dependent on potential, which is list_stir to list of, oh no, it's dict stir dict int and we could just do this. Suggestions visitor.potential. Copy you into here. And then this should just be returned to do. Oh, cool. So we can actually just do this. Yeah, so then we'll just test this suggestions function, which is a little bit annoying to test. But we will figure that out. Yeah, so we probably need to make a context manager. How do I know if dmypy is started? I think it touches a file. Maybe. Oh, maybe this process will return once it's started? I think that makes sense. I would hope it waits. That would make sense. Subprocess.check call dmypy start try yield finally, and actually we need to what do we need to do? We need to do not start. We need to do the other one. We need to do run. dmypy run, yeah. And then we do subprocess.check call dmypy stop. Oh, but this should really be, what is dmypy? Why is this Python 3.10? What are you, mypy dmypy.client console entry. Can we do mypy.dmypy? Is that a thing? Yeah, it looks like that's the same thing. Okay, so this can actually be sys.executable -m mypy dot sys.executable -m. That should actually be enough. Yeah. When did contextlib.chdir exist? Damn it. Strongly debating changing the minimum version to 3.11. I guess the tool can run in whatever version. Yep, fuck it. 3.11 is the new minimum. Yeah, 3.11. Yeah. I wish I was in California for one reason, in that I could sue AT&T. But I'm not. So unfortunately I cannot. But they have no marketing opt-out for their text messages, even though I have marketing opt-outed like 4 or 5 times. It's like, oh yeah, it'll apply in 10 to 15 business days. And it's been 6 fucking. Okay, anyway, 311 is our minimum now, so we can do this. So let's do we're just gonna have one test for this because it's gonna be kind of slow. Need that for other reasons with contextlib.chdir empath.joinpath e.py write text. I need to find something that it's not going to give a suggestion for. But I don't know how to do that. I guess I would just have a parameter that's unused. No, I think it's still going to give a suggestion for that. I don't know how to do that. Well, I guess we just play around with it, right? Yeah, like def f x y. Oh, why did it do that? Any, none. Now that I think about it, I can't think of a scenario where it would never recommend unknown. Oh, we can use the decorator example. It'll give up on this, right? Right? Have to fix the syntax error. There we go. Okay, so we can use that as an example. Something I won't recommend. It might recommend the decorator though. That'll be an interesting one. I'm not quite sure what it'll do for this. Let's see. Oh no, what did I do? So if we do run just t.unknown decorator. Wow. I'm surprised by that. Cool. Okay, I think that's actually fine. Okay, source, and then we do with dmypy. That equals suggestions. E dot unknown decorator dot f and t dot g. Get a Wiktionary of t.py to line number 1 be a dictionary, and line number 3 will be a dictionary. And we'll figure out what actually belongs in here by running the test. And putting a comma here. And importing subprocess and running the linters. I just imported but unused. Cool. Module has an attribute chdir. Right. Oh fuck, right. Ah shit. I deleted my virtual env binary because it's in tilde opt VM. Oops. I need to upgrade this VM at some point. Alright. I don't know what else is supposed to be in here. I could run Puppet to do it, but the system is a little fucked, so no linters available. What? There we go. Now it should use 311. Let's see. Oh, it has to build all of the. Of course. Linted, hooray! Hooray! Okay, so I guess we run the test now. No module named, right? Do I make that a actual dependency? Kind of, maybe. Using target module packages, files, or commands. Yes, that's true. This needs to have a dot, maybe? God, it's so slow. Am I off by one? What the fuck? How am I off by one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. For shit. Reformat. Wow. Write it like this. What are you mad? Why you be mad? Ratio of applications to positions a century? You mean like how many services do we have per engineer? Or how likely is it to get hired? Because the words in that sentence could mean two different things. Example. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah, seems good to me. Both? We have like 5 services and 100 some odd engineers, 150 engineers, something like that. I have no idea about our hiring pipeline. Yeah, okay, that seems good. That covers this. I should really move this. Ugh. This should be higher too. These are related to this. Yeah. Okay. That seems fine now. Now I need to do the other 2 parts, which are the code rewriting and the import adder. Maybe I'll write the import adder first, just because I don't want to, but Imports, I think it's set stir. Yeah. Let's add some tests for this. Test add imports. Actually, probably easier for me to do this as a string input and a string output. Yeah, maybe we just do, rather than file name, it's just Esther. This will make it more testable. Yeah. Trivial. So assert and imports empty string. Empty set is equal to empty string. And imports. Now it does. Okay. Oh, I could not do that. I am a potato. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. This test is so slow because it calls my pie. So we would just do not this yet. We do that. Okay, so let's do. This is the weird edge case. We really need to add it after. For first non-future import. Oh, should make it sort to be deterministic. Yeah. Okay, we have failing test. So now we need to do this. Okay. The fun one. Okay. That's something we need to figure out as well. Just add imports to trivial body. I guess you just add them at the end of the file? Probably the easiest way to do this. Fat killer whale, hello, hello. I mean, I'm free to share it. I just don't know the answer. And I think the recruiters will tell you that too. We'll tell you the answer. I just don't know. Yeah, so we have this case. If not tree.body, then what? Obviously we have this case. Ordered imports. If there's not a body, then we do turn s.r strip. New line, sorted imports, new line. I think that covers the case here. I did the same mistake twice. Why did I leave out the equals? That's very weird. Well, Killer Whale, thank you for the resub at 3 months, which gets you a fancy new badge. Appreciate your continued support. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Versena says, how does the compiler not give an error when you have a comma after the last argument on the right screen? Oh, brother. Let me tell you about my Lord and Savior, the trailing comma. Check out this shit. It's real good. It's great. And it's for a good reason. And it's intentional. Ephraim says, hey, quick question. I've been working professionally as a full-stack engineer for 3 years and now started interviewing for other companies. I need directions for preparation on system design questions. Anything that comes to mind. Ah. Fancy you ask that. I have just the video for you. You can search on YouTube, Anthony Writes Code System Design, and look at this video. It's a good one. It goes over my recommendations on how to prepare for a system design interview and roughly what you can expect. Robobato is also here. Hello, hello. But yeah, go watch that video. It's a good one. I promise. I gotta ignore that test. Sug. Paid actor. Yeah, imagine. Oh, I want not Sug. The opposite of Sug. Okay, so we haven't implemented this case yet. Provides for node in tree.body. If is instance node ast.import from and node.module equals future. Continue. Otherwise, what the fuck do we do? Something, I assume. The impression for me, but do you love working at Sentry? I'm thinking my job at the moment, trying to figure out where I want it to be. I mean, every job is a job. There's always gonna be something that you don't like about it. And there's definitely things that I don't like about Sentry. But I would say that it's fine. Like I'm pretty happy with it. I've just realized I have an edge case here where I have a file that only has a future import. Like I enjoy being able to stream my job. That part's really fucking cool. I'm working on things that I'm good at and like are what I like working on, so that part's nice. I get paid more money than I know what to do with, which is nice. I get to work from my house, which is good. But yeah, for the most part, I like where I work. Ephraim says, your videos are a quality of their own. I learned so much from you. We'll check the video out. Nice. Sounds good. Sounds good. I don't think there's a single job that you love 100% of the time. Yeah, honestly, even like me working on my own startup, like me working on Predicament CI, there's parts of this that I don't like doing. And I fucking made this thing, so I'm the only one to blame for the parts that I don't like about this. But yeah, I mean, job's job. That's kind of the bit, right? Okay, so what's the most clever way to insert the lines here? We want to do it before this one. So what if we do s.split? Can you do split lines 3? Oops. Is that a thing? What if you have... Oh, this is in the true. What if you do true 3? One argument, 2 given. Keep ends, no keyword arguments. So I would do s.split back n3. Ah, stop stepping through it. But that leaves this. Sep max split. There's no like keep value? I guess that's fine because you know what you're splitting on. I guess I could use split lines true and it'll be kind of slow. Or avoid a big split. I don't give a shit how fast this thing is. What am I doing? Who cares? I don't have S anymore. Okay. If we do this, we have 3 lines. We're inserting before the third one, so we can do lines equals ish. The lines dot insert no dot line no forwarded imports. Oh my god, really? Another disconnect, sad. Then I can do this, and it does what I want. Oh, does it? No. I want to insert before this, so we're gonna do -1. What if it's the first line? Then it'll be index 0. Oh, I have index versus lines, but I need to subtract 1 anyway. Lines equals s.split lines. Hey, we're back. Do the disconnects count as new streams? They might. I don't know. Twitch is janky. The bot disconnect? No, the bot's fine. Yeah, it's very weird. Maybe I have to upgrade OBS. I don't know. Lines dot insert no dot line no -1. I don't know if MyPy is gonna be okay with this. I don't know what it thinks the type of this is. I hope it's statement. New dot line number -1 and then sorted imports and then return. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I want split lines true. And then this is actually going to be line. I don't need that. And if for some reason we don't ever find a node, there's a bug here. We need to fix this bug. So we need to sort in our tests. We back? Nice, nice. I haven't seen this disconnects in a while. Yeah, not since the fucking lawn people, right? This is what that should be. Okay, so now we need to test test add imports body is only future imports. So this is another problem. We have a file that doesn't have any new lines in it. So there's actually 2 bugs at once. Insertion bug, hell yeah. I think you can just do this. Wow, hooray, okay. We implemented an import adder. Dope. Now I just need to test the other part. Feeling here is life, trying to make my current job a good thing, but facing things that are not under my control. Right now, gaslighting myself that it's the job issue and not me. True. 11 years of experience, LA mortgage, I'm working at Snap. Oh, I know some people that work at Snap. Or worked at Snap? I don't know if they're still there. Is Roy there? Let's see. He was previously at Snap. Now he's at Roy Boy. Oh, he hasn't been at Snap in a long time. What the fuck am I talking about? Okay, so the last part of this is the this bit. We should take a particular path and rewrite it. Snap is huge by employee count. Don't expect me to know all of them. He was like a director of engineering, so if you've been there for a couple years, you would know Roy. He's a very present person. Okay, so we need to take results and this and do the thing, I guess. So let's rewrite source, which is going to take in what? We need a lot of information here. We need, actually we don't need that much. Path. We don't need path there because we can get it from inside. Yeah, he hasn't been at Snap for a couple years. I think we just need source and the results. Results, which is going to be dict int and stir. And then basically here. Do source. Oh, we also need to return this too. Oh, this is tuple source. Tuple stir set. Stir. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I'll have to canoodle with Jenny. Nice. Have a good one, Kevin. I'll see you around. President, is that a nice way of saying pain in the ass? No, Roy was just a very, he's like one of those people that you would notice and is like high impact and no, Roy's great. He's not a pain in the ass. See, this makes me think that I should just do this inside of this function. That would make this way simpler. So we'll just do that. Oh, but the problem, no, that's not a problem. Actually, and because that is trivial, we can just call it tokens to source, and then this. Yeah. And then rewrite source results. Wow, that looks convenient. Hooker Whale says, thanks for bringing it. I pioneered it successfully in the team and parts of the org. Nice. Also Sentry, really amazing. Word of the native are not full, but good enough for me. Got into like 5 projects at Snap, not just internal tools, but actual projects. Nice. It's my fault? Ayo. I don't even try and push the product. I barely use it myself. Okay, so we just need to test this function. And by proxy, all of this shit up here. And all of the edge cases. So I guess we can start by doing coverage, run, PyTest tests. Actually, let's make a integration test. No, let's not make an integration test. And in fact, let's just skip this one for now. Is it slow? And we'll do some coverage-based stuff. Coverage run, PyTest test, and coverage report include auto type annotate.py. And I got 30 minutes. Can we do it in 30 minutes, chat? I can write tests in 30 minutes. Problem is, can we release this thing in 30 minutes? Absolutely not. Okay. Line 28. Oh. 28. How did I hit the Windows key inside of what? How did that even happen? Somehow I escaped the VM. There, that was weird. Yeah, this is a problem. This is a problem. The module name is a problem. AudiDW, hello, hello. Hook them on frequency I so Anthony can IPO. Ew. The dream, right? I don't know that I need to IPO because it's already profitable. Yeah, this is a problem. This is a problem. Like, I kind of need to know the model name and the path. I'm just gonna ignore it. Drop 2 million a month on machine learning. Ah, peanuts. Spend $10 on a CI system. Oh, absolutely fucking not. We can't have that. Story of my fucking life. Oh, goddamn. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna ignore this line. This is the bulk of what we want to test right now. So let's do that. You're on self-hosted. I'm so sorry. Rename pre-commit CI to pre-commit AI. Problem solved. Yeah, and then I have to KMS, so we're not doing that. Okay. Test rewrite. Source simple. He says. Okay, source equals f x turn hello x. And expected equals def fx stir to stir. I don't think MyPy would actually know this. Actually, let's see what. Probably gonna say object, right? TMyPy check t.py. TMyPy. Any to stir. Yeah. Maybe if we put. Maybe we do that, then it'll know. Now, do you suggest stir? Yeah. Alright, so let's take this. How about we normalize this to be that, so that will work too. And add trailing comment should fix the rest of these. Cool. Rewrite source results equals expected. Import that. Cool. Moomy, hello, hello. Forking open source projects, then adding AI to the name is the get rich quick scheme that has proven to work. Yeah. Pre-commit CI isn't, but the pre-commit part is. Yeah. This is dict_stir and not stir, but dict int an. Yeah, so this should. There has new attribute source. What the fuck? What? Oh, a token. MapPy would have told me that, but it doesn't know about this function. Cool. We should have much more coverage now. It's fine to ignore that. Yeah, so this is an edge case that we need to test for. Test avoids dmypy datetime bug. Stir? Sure. We can, I don't even think we need this. MyPy should just be able to tell us, right? Oops. Results equals line 3 will be a result, but we need to figure out what that is. Int an. Yeah, so this is where it fucks up. So it suggests t.datetime, but that's not actually the right thing here. Format or do the rest of it. Yeah, so this is the bug in dmypy. I should link. Sure. Right. This is the problem. That it actually depends on it being on disk. Fuck! It's not pure. Why? Oh, we don't actually need this because we have the full source. We have the full source. But we need to pass it in. Oh. Ah, oh no. This gets messy quick. Oh, this is very annoying. I mean, hack around it. There should be a better way. And I've just special cased date time, which makes all of this really annoying. Like, I kind of need this information here. Maybe we figure it out earlier on. We can figure it out here. We can figure it out here. We can figure it out here. I think we want to figure it out here and then pass it along. Instead of doing it like this. But then what? We would need to pass it along here. Boolean. Pass along here. And get it from here. Guess that's not too bad. Alright, so we're going to take this as a string now. And then gross. Not really like that, but I also don't super care. And this will go away eventually. We're making the name nice and long and ugly so that I hate it even more. As we do. Gross. Fucking gross. Why you know? Why you know? Sure. Why? Why is it stir stir? Oh, because we were not on the daytime one. Sure. Why didn't it go through the argument type? Oh, because it does return type first. Okay, that's fine. T.datetime. True? What the fuck? What? Why not? That's true. That's true. What the hell then? What the fuck? That looks right to me. My test is garbage. Did I just forget to update my test and I'm chasing ghosts? I'm just chasing ghosts. Lamau. Forgot to update the test. The code was fine all along. The code is fine! I'm chasing ghosts! Happens. Nice. Okay, cool. It'll go eventually. Me looking at code at Snap that I made 8 years ago. Well, this is an open source project, so surely someone will fix it. That's not me. Alright, we have 15 minutes to add more tests. Oh god, why did I do that? No. Off to a great start. Why are these all not the right height? Line 91. That's fine. That's already tested. 135. Yes. Test. Imported name in module. It's a standard lib type that I can use. Deck. And if we do F deck, what does MyPy suggest for this? I feel like we're making really contrived code here. Have syntax error. Ooh, okay. Actually not bad. Expected deck int to int. One, two, three. Copy this. I don't even have to indent this nicely, it'll fix it for me. I just have to fix this. Then another line down. The weird typing list thing. That one's typing dot list. Why did I get colon list? Time to figure out. Oh, I remember why. Because we need a class here. Here we go. Typing colon list. Oh, we need to do the Pi upgrade shit too. It's gonna make all these tests so much slower. Fine. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Not the 'Are you poorly indented? Rewrite source results equals expected. $43 is we need to add imports. These ones are tricky. I mean, I guess we can just fudge it from this. Yeah. Test needs to add imports. So let's make the example real. Yeah. That'll work. Sweet. Very cool. Okay, 190. This is signature parsing. 193 to 203. Only is ever seeing funky stuff in there. That's fine. 195. These are all branches. 198. Code is never matched. We don't do multiple arguments. Okay. 211 already has a return annotation, so we need to do that as well. 277. The main function. Okay, so not actually that much to get full coverage. So let's do test return already annotated. Yeah, 7 minutes. I don't think we're gonna make it today. We get really close though. Intent, great. Line 1 this time. I need to actually put the annotation in there. Thick. So now we need to do one where argument has an annotation already. Test argument already annotated. We also need to do this. We haven't implemented that yet. J-Fills! Hello, hello. How you doing? Good to see you again. How are things? Return some x plus y. Sure. Contrived example, int to int. See if my py infers that properly. It might not. We're rushing because I got 5 minutes to finish this, and I don't know that I'm gonna get there in that time, but how have you been? How are things? Line 1. There's a parenthesis fuck up somewhere here. Not there. Line too long. Yeah, it's true. Missing the annotation. Can't complain too much. That's always good. I can always complain, but I feel like I'm doing pretty well today. Minus my internet keeps fucking dying, which is pissing me off. But it is what it is. Haha, look at that. Coverage is just the function I'm skipping and the main function. Okay, so we're pretty close. Let's get it to skip any. Gotta come up with a contrived example for this though. What does it suggest for this? Any, yeah. Oh, so it's not actually gonna recommend anything here. That's not that helpful. What did we do before? We had a function earlier that yeah, here we go. This is a good example. So it should only annotate the return value and not the x. We also do this for return value too. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, and I have to do the Pi upgrade stuff too. Not getting that done in 2 minutes, unfortunately. Unless I skip my meeting. We also have to do return annotation. We technically don't have any tests for async def. Probably get one that's a return annotation. If I get any out of this. I guess we could say... How do I generate an any? How do I generate an any and a return value? Ugh. I guess it could just be an unknown. Then it wouldn't have generated any signature. I would need to find a function that returns any? Well, maybe I would pass in a second argument. Yeah, we do the second argument. Oh, but it still wouldn't generate a useful annotation, would it? Yeah, I don't quite know how to do this. We can make a second function. This should return any, I think. And I don't need this. Yeah, let's see what it recommends for this. Any. Really? Why not float? Well, what if... What? Really? Why doesn't it recommend float there? It's only called with float. Define a global variable any and return it. That would work, but I need it to infer, like I want it to infer part of the signature, otherwise it's just not, like it's a test that's sort of useless. I'm looking for an example where it infers one of the arguments and then infers the return as any. I thought this would be good enough. I thought it would say, oh yeah, this is a float. But it doesn't seem to. And I need it to not infer this argument too. Because I think if it infers both, it'll get this fine. I guess we can have it infer... We can do this maybe? We just do this. Delist. What does this do? Oh, I'm late. Alright, chat. Not t.g. List any, return any. There we go. That'll do. So we wrap it here today. But first we're gonna answer Yarain La. What is this code doing? I am trying to automatically type annotate code. So it will take code. Here's an example of what it's already done. So it'll take code and then add annotations using information that MyPy knows about these functions, even if they're not annotated. So that's gonna wrap us up today. My name is Anthony. I upload educational content to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/anthonywritescode. So go subscribe there and check out that. Yeah, educational videos, subscribe there, YouTube's. If you missed any part of the stream, that'll end up on the second channel, anthonywritescode-vods. Subscribe there as well. And this is my Discord. That's where I announce streams. Join the Discord. Come hang out. There's a bunch of other fun social channels and a beginner's channel if you want to ask programming questions. And a bunch of smart people that can help you. But that's going to wrap us up for today. I will see you around. I got to go attend a meeting that I'm late to. Bye. Have a good one. Bye.